Beneath this impenetrable sheet of Siberian ice lies a $100 million ghost.
The magnetic signature is too concentrated for anything else. It has to be our Sukhoi Su-35, preserved in a natural deep freeze.
There she is. Those twin tails are a fingerprint. We've officially made contact with the Sukhoi Su-35 after 10 long years.
The ROV is away. We need to know if the Sukhoi Su-35 is intact enough for a lift or if she's shattered.
In this cold, the gear is the enemy.
The density matches. We are hovering directly over the cockpit of the Sukhoi Su-35. Divers, you are clear to enter.
Going internal. Initiating first human contact with the Sukhoi Su-35 since its final flight in 2014. The insignia is still there. The Sukhoi Su-35 is fighting the corrosion. She looks like a frozen titan. The port wing is gone, sheared clean off. The force of the impact on this Sukhoi Su-35 must have been insane. Confirmed, this is Red 06, the Sukhoi Su-35 we've been hunting. The paint is flaking off in huge sheets.
Visibility shift. I've lost the fuselage. Holding position on the Sukhoi Su-35's pitot tube until it clears.
The cockpit is a solid block of ice. I can't see the seat. The Sukhoi Su-35 is completely sealed by permafrost.
The guts of the Sukhoi Su-35 are exposed here. 10 years of salt and ice have turned these wires to stone.
Radome looks intact, but the sensors are shredded. I'm getting another silt bloom. The Sukhoi Su-35 is hiding.
Starboard wing is solid. If we lift the Sukhoi Su-35 from this side, we might actually save the airframe.
The landing gear is jammed. The Sukhoi Su-35 tried to deploy them before the ice broke. It's a death trap.
The rear radar is gone. The tail of the Sukhoi Su-35 is extremely fragile. We need a custom cradle.
The vectoring nozzles are seized. The Sukhoi Su-35's most advanced tech is now just a reef for eels.
The canopy was never blown. This Sukhoi Su-35 went down with the pilot still inside. Stay sharp, team.
Tires are still inflated but frozen solid. The Sukhoi Su-35 is anchored in the mud by its own weight. Visibility 0. The Sukhoi Su-35 is gone. Wait. There she is. The silt is clearing. She's still there.
I can see the instrument panel. The Sukhoi Su-35's screens are still there under the ice. It's incredible.
The flaperon is harrying by a thread. The Sukhoi Su-35's composite skin is starting to delaminate here.
The internal bays are full of ice. This Sukhoi Su-35 is a solid block of metal in frozen mud now. Navigation light is still here. The Sukhoi Su-35 is remarkably complete for such a violent crash.
The seat is occupied by ice. This Sukhoi Su-35 is a grave. We must proceed with absolute dignity. The engine is a total loss. The cold from the Sukhoi Su-35's core is literally freezing the lake water.
The air brake is out. He was fighting for control. This Sukhoi Su-35 didn't go down without a fight. Full pitch-up command. The Sukhoi Su-35 was trying to pull out of the dive when it hit the ice. It's a solid block. The Sukhoi Su-35 is protecting its secrets. We'll need steam to get in there.
First piece of the Sukhoi Su-35. The blue-gray camo is unmistakable. This is the start of the return.
The 30mm cannon is still loaded. This Sukhoi Su-35 is a live weapon system. Handle with care.
The eyes of the Sukhoi Su-35 are blind now. The OLS-35 is shattered. Impact must have been head-on.
Leading edge slats are out. The Sukhoi Su-35 was trying to stay airborne at very low speeds.
Whoa! Heavy silt. I've lost sight, feeling my way along the Sukhoi Su-35's belly. Visibility is 0.
The ventral fins are crushed. The Sukhoi Su-35 didn't just sink, it skidded along the bottom. This tail fin is perfect. The Sukhoi Su-35 is still showing off its lines, even in this graveyard.
Throttles are forward. Full burner. The pilot of the Sukhoi Su-35 was fighting to the end.
The APU port is a home now. The Sukhoi Su-35 is being reclaimed by the Siberian wildlife.
She's still bleeding. Hydraulic fluid from the Sukhoi Su-35. It's a haunting sight.
The nose gear bay is shredded. This Sukhoi Su-35 hit something hard before it settled here.
The paint is brittle. The Sukhoi Su-35's skin has been through thermal hell.
The tail is structurally compromised. Lifting this Sukhoi Su-35 is going to be a nightmare.
The wing root is strong. This is where we'll attach the primary lifting straps for the Sukhoi Su-35.
Even the sensors are vibrating. The current here is picking up. We're losing visibility on the Sukhoi Su-35.
Survey complete. The Sukhoi Su-35 is ready for the lift. Let's get out of this freeze.
The wing root on the Sukhoi Su-35 is mangled, but the primary load-bearing spars seem solid enough for the lifting slings.
The belly of the Sukhoi Su-35 is breached. It's a miracle the internal frames didn't buckle entirely under the pressure.
Visibility shift. The silt on this lake bed is like flour. I've lost the starboard wing of the Sukhoi Su-35 for a moment.
The refueling probe is jammed. This Sukhoi Su-35 was likely low on fuel when the blizzard hit Yakutsk in 2014.
Moving again. The Sukhoi Su-35 is a silhouette against the void. We're halfway to the hangar. We made it! The hangar is open! The Sukhoi Su-35 is finally out of the elements!
She's thawing out.
The canopy is breached. This is it, the flight log of the Sukhoi Su-35. The secrets are about to come out.
This logbook is the only witness. It tells us the Sukhoi Su-35 fought a losing battle against a compressor stall.
As the Sukhoi Su-35 thaws, the lake bed is literally falling off. We're finally seeing the bare metal of Red 06.
We have to be surgical. The Sukhoi Su-35's tail is structurally weakened by a decade of anaerobic corrosion.
Stage 1 of the restoration. Decontamination. We need to see the real Sukhoi Su-35 beneath the mud.
There she is, the Red 06 is back. The paint is holding on better than we expected on this side.
Salt and minerals are the real enemies. We're neutralizing the pH on the Sukhoi Su-35 skin right now. Every button we clean on this Sukhoi Su-35 is a piece of history. We treat the cockpit like a cathedral.
The landing gear is a priority. We need the Sukhoi Su-35 to be mobile on its own wheels eventually.
The Urbis E radar is still in there. On this Sukhoi Su-35, the radar might be the most valuable part left.
The scan doesn't lie. The Sukhoi Su-35's spine is twisted 3 degrees. That's a massive challenge for us.
The ultrasound is picking up microfractures. The Sukhoi Su-35 took a lot of stress during the lift.
We're removing the cancer. To save the Sukhoi Su-35, we have to cut away the parts that are too far gone.
We are following the original blueprints to the millimeter. This Sukhoi Su-35 deserves nothing less.
A donor has arrived. We're giving the Sukhoi Su-35 a new limb. It's the first step of its rebirth.
We're down to the bone. The Sukhoi Su-35's titanium is strong, but the Yakutsk minerals were aggressive.
The Sukhoi Su-35's electronics are fragile. We're cleaning them with the same care you'd give a diamond.
The Sukhoi Su-35 is standing on its own nose for the first time in a decade. That's a major milestone.
Transparency restored. The Sukhoi Su-35 can see again. Now we can focus on the heart of the machine.
This is the most critical weld on the entire Sukhoi Su-35. It has to be perfect to hold the new wing.
Historical accuracy is non-negotiable. The Sukhoi Su-35 will wear its original colors once more.
She's waking up. The Sukhoi Su-35 just gave us our first sign of life. Red 06 is breathing.
Alignment is everything for a Sukhoi Su-35. Even a millimeter off, and she won't fly in the simulator.
Again. That's a huge victory for the team.
The camo is perfect. The Sukhoi Su-35 is unrecognizable from the wreck we pulled out of the ice.
We're scrubbing away the memory of the lake. Every atom of silt must be gone from the Sukhoi Su-35.
We're cleaning, not erasing. This Sukhoi Su-35 will keep the scars that tell the story of its survival.
Layer of the Siberian lake bed. It's a symbolic moment for us.
Decontamination of the avionics is a surgical process. We're rebuilding the Sukhoi Su-35's nervous system.
The tail was a trap for debris. Cleaning the Sukhoi Su-35 from the inside out is the only way.
She's clean. For the first time in 10 years, the Sukhoi Su-35 looks like a fighter again.
The digital twin of the Sukhoi Su-35 is 90% complete. The data will guide the final restoration.
The glass cockpit is back. For the first time since 2014, the Sukhoi Su-35 has eyes again.
External power is connected. We're about to see if the Sukhoi Su-35's heart still beats.
System boot confirmed. The Sukhoi Su-35 is awake. Red 06 is talking to us after 10 years. Hydraulics are holding pressure. The Sukhoi Su-35 is moving. She's coming back to life.
Tail surfaces are operational. The structural integrity of the Sukhoi Su-35's rear is confirmed.
The engine is free. No friction.
The Sukhoi Su-35's power plant has survived the deep freeze.
The air brake is operational. This Sukhoi Su-35 is passing every diagnostic test we throw at it.
Radar is online. We are updating the Sukhoi Su-35 for the modern era. History meets the future.
The seat is in. This Sukhoi Su-35 is no longer a grave. It's a cockpit again.
Every detail matters. We're restoring the stealth and efficiency of the Sukhoi Su-35.
The wing is perfectly aligned. This Sukhoi Su-35 is as straight as the day it left the factory.
Pylons are set. The Sukhoi Su-35 is starting to look like the apex predator it was born to be.
She's standing on her own. The Sukhoi Su-35 is no longer a project. She's a plane again. The eyes are polished. The Sukhoi Su-35 is ready for its first look at the sky.
Dry crank test. Hear that?
The Sukhoi Su-35 still has its voice. No vibration at all.
Lights are green. The Sukhoi Su-35 is cleared for its first night simulated checks.
Port engine is healthy. The structural welds on the Sukhoi Su-35 are holding under full load.
Everything is green. This Sukhoi Su-35 is ready for its final transformation. Let's paint.
We are painting the history back onto the Sukhoi Su-35. This is where it gets real. That first layer of blue is iconic. The Sukhoi Su-35 is finally looking like herself again.
The pattern is coming together. The Sukhoi Su-35 is regaining its disruptive profile.
The camo is complete. Now we reveal the identity of this Sukhoi Su-35.
Red 06 is back. This Sukhoi Su-35 has officially been reclaimed from the ice. She's beautiful.
This Sukhoi Su-35 is a testament to what we can do when we respect the machine.
Final assembly is underway. Every light on this Sukhoi Su-35 is now 100% operational.
Canopy is sealed. The Sukhoi Su-35 is airtight once again. The cockpit is safe.
Belly is finished. No one will ever know the Sukhoi Su-35 was once buried in mud.
Respecting history means finishing the job properly. This Sukhoi Su-35 is now ready for its final payoff.
This plaque tells the story. The Sukhoi Su-35 isn't just a plane, it's a legend of the permafrost. The engines are protected. This Sukhoi Su-35 is built to handle the heat as well as the cold.
Systems are 100%. The Sukhoi Su-35 is digitally whole again. She's ready for the big reveal.
A little piece of us stays with the Sukhoi Su-35. We're part of its history now.
She's ready. The Sukhoi Su-35 has survived the ice and the silt. Now, she belongs to the world.
Rollout morning. The Sukhoi Su-35 is going back out into the world. It's time.
The eyes of the Sukhoi Su-35 are bright once again. No more mud, no more ice.
The tail fins are the signature. This Sukhoi Su-35 is officially back on duty as a museum icon.
The Sukhoi Su-35 stands tall. She's no longer a prisoner of the Siberian lake bed.
The wing joint is a 100% success. This Sukhoi Su-35 is as strong as the day it was built.
Respecting history means teaching the next generation. The Sukhoi Su-35 is now a teacher.
Every detail is a tribute. The Sukhoi Su-35 is finally sharing its secrets with the world.
Mission accomplished. The Sukhoi Su-35 is safe. But we're never truly done searching.
History isn't something we just find. It's something we save. Goodbye, Red 06.
The story of the Sukhoi Su-35 is now for everyone. A miracle we can all hold on to.
The Sukhoi Su-35 was just the beginning. The permafrost has more to give.
We have a second contact. It's another flanker. But it's not a Sukhoi Su-35, it's older. The Sukhoi Su-35 was the test. Now, the real mission begins.